break down, hasn't it, Brad? Especially over time, if an opponent is patient going back there throughout the match. Wozniacki opens to serve. Receiving the serve of Kuznetsova and Mary Jo Hurst. Kuznetsova dropping just 17 games. Loops in and a break for Wozniacki.
As much running as Caroline does.
Wozniacki, the only teen in the top 20.
That's very true. What an opportunity.
There's the soft second serve. That is a weakness. Wozniacki.
That was a case right there, Brad.
BG, she took a lot off that first serve. Kuznetsova moving forward and swatting aside that short.
Game, Kuznetsova.
Kuznetsova, that's the thing you get early. You're right, Brad. Played once this year.
Then maybe go to plan B.
Game.
Great serve from Wozniacki to level things.
15.
Tired. That's done. Much earlier.
13.
She got the Yale football team excited when she went over and played in the division.
No.
The big puncher beating up on the counter puncher so far. Petrova today against Sudan, up 6-1 and still found a way to get down. For the first time ever, as she told you. It's like her third
Her
major.
age really comes through when she talks about how excited she is.
And that's nice touch from Wozniacki. The next up for Melanie.
At that crucial stage. That was a weak second serve.
That was some serious.
And two good-looking forehands from Kuznetsova. Caroline trying to hit the ball harder, but she's not going to be able to match them up. It's a dominant first set from Kuznetsova. Now, can she close it out?
She's a great athlete. She moves well. She's done very well, Mary, in doubles in the past also. This seems like if she could play it just with the little... That's what we do up here, Mike.
At 40 love, Chris Wozniacki looked off the back at Margaret Court Arena where the juniors are playing the semis. Now leaves that hanging and kind of throws her hands in the air as Kuznetsova hammers another winner. And what? She's playing to the forehand, and are we seeing another? Forehand finds the range. Wozniacki's father is the on-court coach, Piotr. That's a good pickup. Dipping shot from Wozniacki. Hey, just joined us, Brad. This is a fourth round women's match. That's well struck.
15-0.
She can do it off the backhand wing.
Those are too short of balls when you're against the wind.
Game
Kuznetsova back on a roll after that little two-game wobble at the U.S. Open.
I think it will be up to Kleisters. It'll be more in her control. She's got to be solid.
Instead, the mistakes return.
Yeah.
That's a nice looking inside-out forehand. It must be love here at the U.S. Open.
That's what the motto is.
That forehand finds the corner.
What do? You just play it safe and wait for the mistake? Or do you force the issue and run the risk?
Game Kuznetsova.
That's well played.
Just pushing Wozniacki deeper.
Not being able to convert.
Game Kuznetsova.
Wozniacki just wrong.
And I think that's the match that really affected Safina. She hasn't been the same since.
Oh, nice play. Hey, Chris, an interesting stat on Svetlana.
Used to be teenagers routinely winning major titles in women's tennis. Men's too. Scrambling, but it's wide. Ready to compete at this moment.
Exactly. Everybody matures physically and mentally at different stages.
MJ, I hate the rules.
And we're out there playing.
I stayed in high school. I turned pro when I was 14. That's well done.
Noisy and powerful hitting from Svetlana. Holds the trigger, give it an opening, and Wozniacki takes
What a
it.
great cut. She flattened it out against the wind.
Wozniacki.
What a time to hit your first backhand.
Hammers that high forehand. There's some good hitting and a big moment from Kuznetsova. 3. dose return for Svetlana.
That's back upstairs. Chris, Mary Jo, and Brett.
Thanks, Mike. So Mary Jo, Melanie told you
Well, it's
after
funny.
she won the
She's
set.
played toe-to-toe with all the greatest baseliners. Those 3 Russians. She stood with them, shot for shot. And even though she's only...
Turn on the baseline, sets up the forehand winner. That's a great job building that point. A fist pump for herself.
It's in your strike zone.
14.
She was in her strike zone because she moved forward.
The worry and the stress.
Wozniacki able to hold. Kuznetsova serving up 2-1. Final set. There's the variety in the Russians' game. Although it is illegal to do that.
It is.
It seems like all she can do, Brad, is to restrain herself. She keeps her hand. And she left it.
13.
That was a
dropped in the line.
great pickup. Wozniacki would have to go to one hand, and she got the second hand underneath. That was a heck of a backhand.
Not
That's a great point against the wind. Aggressive hitting.
use her variety and hopefully Kuznetsova gets back into it.
Say too good, but just keep the ball fairly deep and see what she has.
There's Kuznetsova. She gets in the passing lane.
Make her think even more.
That's tough because Kuznetsova lulled the
Legs,
swing
but
and Wozniacki.
the errors go in the net because she doesn't get under the ball. She has to exaggerate it here.
Is that more fatigue or tension?
Tension.
Here's a good first serve, Brian. Got it wide.
And Mary Jo.
A couple of terrific wide serves in that game. 3 games in a row. That's beautifully hit.
That's too good.
Rallies of the match, and Kuznetsova, given the opening, cracks that backhand.
On both sides.
Great point by both players.
But MJ, that's the pace that Svetlana likes. Maybe a little too much pace that Caroline gave her.
48 winners, 47 unforced. Got away with a 69-mile-per-hour second serve.
And too short, and that's when Kuznetsova took advantage of it.
Kuznetsova so many chances to take it, just couldn't do it, or wouldn't do it.
Played it safe and paid the price, but a terrific passing shot from Wozniacki.
That reply.
That's pretty gutsy from Kuznetsova. Match point down.
After that free. Back it up with an ace. Their seventh. Challenge.
On the right side. Almost
Right smack on the line. So Kuznetsova from match point down rips a backhand winner. Back-to-back aces. 5 apiece.
3 points. That was just too good from Kuznetsova.
So is that.
Footwork is so much better.
The
These last.
And once again, Kuznetsova, gutsy reply down match point.
Trying to play a little safer is when she gets in trouble. That's a big serve.
She's had some pressure serves each of her last 2 service games.
That was a huge point. And Chris, I'm going with you.
Good.
That is terrific work as Wozniacki pounds away. The split from Kuznetsova. Good fighting from both players.
That's awesome defense. You got to get up.
Yeah, she fought off a huge return by Kuznetsova. Third time a charm for Wozniacki, her first time in the final 8 of a major.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And steady beats heavy.
Great effort by the 19-year-old to just hang in there, weather the storm. 2 tie breaks to get it to your first quarterfinal.
Sveta, this will be a tough one if she exits quickly. Second best again in a big match. It'll be a battle of teenagers here in a couple days' time. The 17-year-old from Georgia